Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Renata and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a mini haul of sorts from a variety of different places. So I have things that have been purchased from Home Goods Farmhouse Market Texas, which is located in Spring Branch, Simply Detailed Boutique, which is located in Green, Texas. So I have one item from there. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Those are the three places that I hit. If I find items that don't come from those places, I will let you know. Like the items we're going to talk about right now. The first thing that I'm going to share with you is some of the pieces that I purchased regarding my running. So if you guys are interested and want to see all the items that I have here, please keep watching. First up, we have this Brooks running sneakers. I love this thing. I have been running for 10 years. I love running. It is one of the things that I do when I'm angry with the world and when I'm happy with the world. So I haven't run a lot this year, but I'm trying my best to get back into it. And when I say that, I mean longer distances. I typically would go for like a 2-miler or a 3-miler. Rare days I go for 4 miles, and I just want to increase that to get to the point where I was a few years ago, where I was averaging 65 miles a week. I love that number just because it makes me feel good to say I have run 65 miles this week or more. And those are like days where I run twice a day, but we all work, so that is impossible to do. However, let's talk about these shoes. Here are some photos of it. I decided to go really fancy here, take a lot of photos, and then hopefully I post a blog post with these. But it's just the fact that I have been running for a long time and I never really bought a shoes specifically designed for runners. Now, I've heard a lot about Brooks. I've never purchased them. I've always done like the Nikes or the Adidas, and I just walk into a store and just pick the one that I like and felt pretty good, which is what everyone does, right? Well, last weekend we decided to kind of up our game a little bit and purchase some actual running shoes by a company that actually design their shoes for runners. And I want to say it is designed for runners by runners, because I think that sounds really good, but I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. If it's not, I will just leave some information down here for y'all. I love this thing. When I went to the store, it's I Run, and I believe it's located in Texas. That's the store that I purchased this sneakers from. My husband as well got his Brooks, and we went in there, we got fitted, so they measured our feet. I am a size 10. However, the assistant came out and he brought a few sneakers out for me to try. I told him I was really interested in the Brooks, and he was like, do you want to try other sneakers? And I'm like, sure. Bring whatever you think is best. This is your job, and you seem very knowledgeable about it. So after trying on various sneakers, I decided to go with this one because it felt super comfortable. There was the Asics that I tried, and I've never purchased that one before, and that felt really good, but the cushioning wasn't what I liked. It just didn't feel right. When I put this on, my entire feet feels like it's on a cloud. So I'm really happy with this purchase. And then I know I'm going all matchy. I picked up these socks. So when he had us try on the sneakers, he gave us some socks, and it was this brand. It's called Balega, and it is awesome. I have to tell you, it is definitely designed for runners. As you can see, it has this little section here, which is perfect for your heel and just where your feet typically rub with a new shoes and you get a bruise, this definitely protects that area and it's nice and cushy. This is the light and it's so airy. It's really nice, light and airy. So if we take a look at the pattern on here, every little section is created with different fabrics. So this is a little lighter than the ones at the toe, and then the design on the inside is done with different stitching, so there's more movement, and I really like that, and airflow. As you can see, if you pull here, let's try and get it to, so you see if you pull here, there's a lot of airflow, which is really nice for a breathable step every time you run, because, you know, depending on who you are, some people sweat more than others. I know it's kind of disgusting to talk about shoes and sweat, but it helps your feet to breathe while you run. So we kind of jumped from the sneakers to the socks, but basically while trying these on, I measured a size 10. My left foot is slightly bigger, so we kind of decided, even though the 10 fit, no, that's a lie. He brought actually a 10.5 out, because typically with any shoes that you wear, your feet will sweat after, your feet will swell. Yes, your feet will swell after about a half an hour to 40 minutes wearing a shoes. So typically you size up by a half, so half size. However, with my 10.5 that he brought up, my toes were pretty much to the very tip of the sneakers, so we decided to go 11s. And that sounds so big, but this is so comfortable. If you've ever worn a shoes for the first time and it was painful because you were in it too many hours and you couldn't get home or where you need to be to take it off, it is excruciating pain to be in brand new shoes and unable to take it out. So having something, say a size 11, but fits like a dream is totally worth it. So that is the 2 items that I purchased last weekend, and I'm really enjoying it. I used it twice already this week. I didn't want to do it on Monday because it rained and I didn't want to get my shoes dirty, so I wore the old ones. And typically that's how I roll when I get new sneakers. If it rains, I will be using my old one, and once the weather is nice, beautiful and sunny, I wear the new ones. And after a few miles on it, maybe 50 miles or a few hours, like 6 or 7 hours running, you could see the little wear and tear on the bottom. That's when I'm like, okay, if it rains, I will wear these things. So moving on to the next item. So these are the new items that I'm going to show you. The ones that are pictured are the ones that I used today. This is the RBX. I bought a 2-pack of this running tee. It's a racer back. And I picked this up from Home Goods. I wasn't sure how fitted this would be. It seems pretty like loose fitting, but it's a nice kind of loose. So it hugs you around the bust area and it gives off a little flare, but nothing too much that's super baggy. So I really like that. So this was a 2-pack and the price was right. I love the feel of this fabric. I find that I always purchase RBX whenever I go to TJ Maxx or Home Goods and I'm looking for workout gear. I think they are made really nicely. The fabric is great. Their stitching is really good. The constructions of the t-shirt is the construction of this racerback is good, and the construction of all their products is really nice. I like where everything falls on the body. They really do a good job of measuring so that it fits pretty much well on anyone that uses it. And then the stretch is really good as well. I love this grape color and I love the black. Black is something I always have a bunch of because that just goes with any other of the bottoms that I want to buy. Because some days I love to be really flamboyant with my running leggings. So this is the black shorts. This one is also an RBX, I'm pretty sure. No, I lied. This one is called a 90 Degrees by Reflex. So reflex, whoever you are, I got this from TJ Maxx. The one that's not shown here today, that was an RBX because it was not a 2-pack. The running bras from RBX, this thing fits like a dream. Now I picked up the large size and I am not a busty person by any means. Like I am not. This is just the work of the cups, if you can see that. I'm pretty much a 0. So I have nothing going on there. However, I picked up a large because I have really broad shoulders and I feel like my bone structure is just really wider or bigger. Yeah, I know it sounds really weird because I don't look super big, but my bone structure is just wide. So I have to go with larger things. My lower bust measurement is pretty wide, so that's why I go with large. So this fits so amazing. The feel is so comfortable. The cups actually, I hope they don't come out, but they feel like they will stay. You know, when you put these things in the washer, you have to go hunting for the cups that are in here. I don't think these are going to come out. They feel really good. This fabric is really, really nice. And it was not a terrible price. I just love how it comes together and it just feels so comfortable. There is no side seam, and that may be a key as to why it does not feel bad at all. I also hate when bras or any sort of tightly fitting clothes around the bust area has the wires in them. They are painful and I just don't like anything that have them in it. So this was a great success, and after running with it, I feel like I'm going to go a lot more often to TJ Maxx and Home Goods to get my running gear. So those are some of the items that are basically for running and that personal items for me. I also picked up a new spatula set and a whisk. Our whisk totally died. I wanted to use this whisk. I wanted to use this whisk and spatula set for my buddy butter making. I'm going to try my hand at that. I have plans to create a video in the next few weeks regarding my first attempt at buddy butter making. I think it's going to be so fun and exciting to mess around with the fragrances and come up with really nice body lotions and body butter to moisturize and also be very natural and healthy for your skin, and I know exactly what's going into them, so I think that's going to be really fun. So I picked that up. I picked these up for that purpose. And then actually our kitchen whisk totally died. We've had it for many years, so I picked up a new one. This is really sturdy. It's from Tovolo. There we go. Hopefully yeah, it's from Tovolo. Yeah, and yeah, it's really sturdy. It's really good. If for some reason dealing with body butters with this isn't good, because this one is silicone, if something goes really weird or awry with it, I'm going to head back and pick up another one for my DIY projects. The other item I picked up, you guys know I have been juicing if you've been watching some of my Instagram stories. So I picked up some new reusable straws from Home Goods. Yeah. And I really like these. They're cute. Purple, lilac, magenta. Those are my favorite colors. So I have a bunch of these, and that I think is it for Home Goods. Let me go grab all the items from Farmhouse Market. Okay, so I hope that you guys can see that. I thought that before I move on to the Farmhouse Market stuff, that I would show you the item that I picked up from Simply Detailed, which is a very nice local boutique located in the historic Green District of Texas. So when this dress came into view, not by myself, but my daughter, she saw it. She was like, "Mom, this is going to look so good on you. You should buy it." And typically I really don't shop a lot. I buy a lot of fabric because I sew a lot. But sometimes you just want something that you just want to grab and go. And when it looks good, I buy it. If I will, if I can, I will buy it. If I feel like this is something I want right now, I just pick it up and go. So when she showed this one to me while we were browsing in Simply Detailed, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so similar to a Zimmerman dress that I recently saw. Obviously, it's not exact in any way. It just gives you that Zimmerman feel, especially if you know the dress that I'm talking about. I'm going to leave a photo so you guys can see and compare, but this was priced beautifully and I thought I would pick it up, and I really love it. The fabric is really nice. It is actually constructed very well also, and because I sew a lot, I'm so finicky. When I go through things, I look at every single seam, every single stitch. I'm like, what did they do? What sort of lining did they use? I'm so picky when I purchase items. But this one actually was made really nicely and I did not mind picking it up. So that's what we did while we were just hanging around Green, Texas. It's such a really fun store to visit, Simply Detail, and then the whole Green area is super cool, very historic, very beautiful. There's a lot of great eats out there. There's always music. It's just a really fantastic place to visit if you're ever in this area. Anyways, now we're going into Farmhouse, Texas. They're located in Spring Branch and I love visiting their store. It's always so beautifully displayed. Everything is decorated nicely. The help, they're awesome. Every single time I go in there, I have a wonderful experience. So I couldn't help it. I thought this was such a cute tee that I just picked it up because it's so cute. I really think it's cute, and I just thought, I don't wear a lot of relaxed items, but I thought why not? Because I love tucking in t-shirts into my jeans and I thought it was super cute. I think the color of the fabric really drew my attention. It's not white, it's more of that sort of honey antique color and I think it's beautiful. So I picked that up. Also, everything that I share here today, I will try my best to leave links for you guys because you can purchase them online with the exception of items from Home Goods, because you guys know how Home Goods operate. Let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, so maybe I won't show you the seasonal stuff right here. I'll go into this. Okay, so this was something that I purchased a few weeks ago from them. It's really a unique basket and I thought it would look really pretty with some flowers just overhanging somewhere in my home. Also for Christmas, I think it would look really nice having, I don't know, firewood popping out of it just as a decorative piece. It's also great to go to the market too. So I thought it was a really unique piece and I couldn't help but pick it up. I think it's from Mud. Who is it from? It is... I thought it was from like Mud Pie or something. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, I was right. It's from Mud Pie, and this is what I was trying to peel off here. If you guys can see it, I don't know. I was just trying to take the tag off so I could see the name. But yeah, it's from Mud Pie. And I really like it. I think it's such a unique piece. So I don't know if I showed this to you guys before because I have another one over here. I bought two. So I bought one when I visited them a few weeks ago and then I picked up a second one. So this is for my bedroom refresh. I'm going to refresh this bedroom, but because it's so close to the holiday season, I'm not going to like put any money into this room right now because I want to do all other sorts of decorating. The other item, which I thought was so very cute, is this little wood pedestal. It's so cute. I think it would look really nice with a vase on top there with some pretty flowers, some votives, or a nice large candle. So that's one piece that I picked up, and I'm trying to keep everything really neutral because all my accent pieces, I want them to pop for each season. So the main pieces, the ones that are going to be out often, I try to keep them neutral. All right, so now we're going to get into some seasonal items, and I'm really not I'll be honest, I've never decorated for Halloween. I have for fall, so items like this here is what I typically go for when I'm looking for decoration. So I picked up this big one just to see what my feelings are. They have a smaller one, and I'm thinking maybe I'll buy 2 smaller ones and make a really nice display somewhere downstairs for the holiday season. And then I picked up these. So my youngest, she wanted to do a little decorating for Halloween, and she asked me so nicely that I decided I will pick up these. I think it's cute. We're going to head back up to Farmhouse Market this weekend. So this one, you just fill it up and you just lay them on your table or wherever you'd like them to be. I thought she'd like this, and since she did, we'll head back up there and check out some of the other decorations they have. So this is a really pretty, well-made and good fabric. It's very sturdy, which is had for decorating. So we're just going to fill that up with probably a bunch of old papers or magazines and just make it pop up really nice and create a beautiful decorative space somewhere in the home. The other item we picked up is this one. I think this is so cute. It's Creep It Real. It's from Mud Pie, and I really love this. I think this is so funny. This little mummy here. It's a dip set, so I would probably just put like candy in here. I don't know. We'll see. Most likely, I might just put some decoration in it. I am not sure about how it works with edible things like candies in here. I'm very particular about what is holding my food, and it's not rough, but it's not smooth. I can feel texture as I pass my hand here, and I don't want to get this wet because guess what? I don't want anything to start to rust. But I love it. They have a second one up there with a different saying, so I'll probably pick that up this weekend. Lastly, I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. This is a very handy item for the home, especially if you have a lot of visitors coming in and out and you just can never remember your Wi-Fi password or login. I love this. Tell me what you guys think because I think it's so awesome. I really do. Home is where the Wi-Fi connects automatically. Network and password. I just love this. It's gonna go somewhere, and you know what? It's the perfect color. It can match with any decor style, and it's just gonna match because it's plain white and it's got just silver little pieces. So this is really a good buy, even if you have no internet or it's just such a cute thing. I like it a lot. And guys, that is really it. That is what I have to share today. I hope I didn't ramble on a lot and jump from topic to topic, but I wanted to share something today, and I remember that I have all these items, so I just came here and put this video together for you. I am so glad that I get to make these videos. I enjoy sharing it. I just had so much fun doing this. I hope that you enjoy my content. If you do, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, head over to my Instagram page. This is the handle. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day, and I will chat with you real soon. Bye-bye.